Shalom.
Fucking.
I put it off for an extra day. Now I'm here.
Fucking Tottenham Hotspur.
Dan's lost it. Simon's joining me to help me out. Evening, everyone. Let's crack on, eh? Fucking hell. Tottenham suffered their second 4-1 defeat of the season to their North London rivals Scum. So I'm not allowed to use the A word in my boys' room. In a game where their injury problems came to the fore. And although they huffed and puffed, the quality just wasn't there out on the pitch. Going in at 1-1 at half-time should have given them the opportunity to reset and change tactics, as they knew they were fortunate to be level. Starting with Spence and Gray as wing-backs and putting PAULINHA into a three-man defence was, to be honest, a disaster against these. Time and time again, the Scum's SAKA attacked down the right-hand side with Timber an option on the overlap, and Spurs were cut open so often down that side. With PAULINHA in defence, Spurs missed his pressing and tackling in central midfield, and Spurs just couldn't get any passing going at all. Also, playing MUANI'S up top on his own was not a good idea, as he needed a fellow striker alongside him. He was far too often isolated, but fair play to him. He made his own luck by pressing Rice and winning the ball and finishing well to draw Spurs level. He did score again in the second half, but it was disallowed after Gabrriel dived like a salmon as MUANI'S hand touched his back. Even the most loyal Scum fan knows they got away with it there. But the fact that Spurs themselves had those sort of goals against them twice this season just rubs salt in the wound. That could have made it 2-2. And to be honest, we don't know if we'd have come back or not, but Arsenal deserved to win, and the Spurs board must now be worrying now that their gamble to not sign more players in the January transfer window could seriously backfire on them if Spurs get relegated, which is now looking a distinct possibility. Many fans saying Spurs only need 2 to 3 wins to stay up, but the fact is they haven't won a league game in 2026, and every game now that you look at looks difficult. Very worrying times for Tottenham Hotspur indeed. Dan, take it away.
We're not in their league at this moment.
No.
That is a history of the club. That's the history of the owners. For a long time now, I think the players have been getting away with what they've been doing, not only to Ange, but to fucking Frank, and now to fucking Tudor after one fucking game. I mean, who the fuck do these players think they fucking are? Too big for their fucking boots. They are clearly not listening to what the orders are, what their drills are, what the positions, how he wants them to play. We can go over it for ages, mate. It just wasn't good, and people are playing out of position, and that's due to the fact that we've got so many injuries. And look, so many stories going on now. Oh yeah, Tottenham can go down and this, that, and the other, and they won't go down. Fucking right, they can go down. We have to look back to the 70s. No team's big enough to go down. No team's no good. And this has been going on for the past 3 years. We've gradually got worse. From the Pochettino era, we've generally gone backwards in everything we've done. The transfer market, the players. I mean, those players on that pitch are bang average. And that's what they're showing at the moment. There's no fight in them. If we get, I tell you what, we lose this weekend to Fulham, and West Ham sneak up, and Notts Forest win, and we get dragged into that bottom three, we ain't getting out of it, mate. We are not getting out of it. We do not have the players and the mentality to get out of that bottom three, and they'll go down. And I hear people turn around saying, yeah, it'll do them good to go down and make ENIC suffer. The fans don't fucking deserve that. The fans are the ones that are there every fucking game, home and away, Europe and everything. So do you know what I mean? To say that is fucking diabolical. I don't want to see us go down. But actually, we've suffered last season, finishing 17th. And I'm not being funny. I don't give a fuck about that Europa League. It means nothing to me. It means nothing to me. It's just something that was won, and it overshadowed in big style what's been going on for
taking over the cracks.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Absolutely, definitely. Look, we weren't expected to win, so actually we're in the same position of what we expected to be in. A lot of fans And I know we predicted wins and draws and whatever and all that lot, but I can't go against backing my team at the end of the day. But I ain't going to sit here and say the scum's going to go and beat us such and such. But it's the way that we fucking lost. Do you know what I mean? It's the way, and to say, and I don't normally look at stats, right? But to look at, I think we had 7 touches in their box, and they had something like 70 odd in ours, or was it 46 or whatever it was? I was looking at some stats today.
I think in the first half, we had 1 touch in their box. They had 26.
Yeah, and I think in the end, I think it got to about 46 or something, and we had 7. I mean, that's diabolical. And if players are not listening, and I know he's been, I don't blame Tudor one bit.
No,
his press conference, I loved it because he's kept a level head. He's not been drawn in by the media on certain things that they were asking him, and for him to still sit there and say 100% Tottenham are not going to go down, then that's some fucking balls. But the players just need to look. If Van der Ven wants to go at the end of the season, I'll pack his fucking bags and I'll drive him where he fucking wants to go. I can give a fucking shit about him, mate. He's been so unprofessional this season.
Typical Dutch mentality.
It is Dutch mentality, I suppose, in the way you look at it. But I've got no. I mean, I don't. He's a good defender, and I've said for a long time that his pace gets him out of problems. So that you can't blame the players. Look, we're playing Archie Gray, who started playing well in the centre of midfield. Now he's playing at right wing back on the right of the forward. Do you know what I mean? And then you got Paulinho playing there. You got Dragusan's coming, been out at ACL for 9 months. So these players, do you know what I mean? All playing out of position again. Dragusan's had no time, and look, there was nothing. Every time any one of our players,
we had 2 centre halves, Dragusan and Van der Ven, right? I mean, we're just fans, but if I'm centre half and that Gyökeres receives that ball, because you have to have a touch first, I would have been steaming out there to block it. Absolute joke. How much
Tottenham have not done that for 3 seasons.
Too busy why would they like that? The arms behind the bloody back.
It's if ENIC cannot see what they've created and what they have caused at this moment in time, then it's, do you know what I mean? They deserve to fucking get what they get or what's coming at the end of the day. And I'll tell you what, we go down, it won't be easy to come back up. I can't see us bouncing straight back up. Because you can probably say, I mean, I said to you at the weekend, the thing that we had out, there's probably maybe 1, maybe 2 players that I would keep out of that lot, because this is a history and this is a generation of people at Spurs that are losers, and they lose. And that's the mentality. And Tudor's already said that they're stuck in this situation and they don't, bad habits over and over and over again. Do you know what I mean? Look, we can sit here and say all day about the goals and everything, but it's the way that we conceded our other goals. Do you know what I mean? That's one thing that happened. And I said to you, Gabriel should have been sent off in the first half. That's my perfect answer to how he was never even looking at the ball. He had eyes completely on Kolo Muani. He took him out, but yet nothing was done about it. He's the last man, so he shouldn't have even been on the park. And then to go and dive like he did. Do you know what I mean? It happened to Romero. It got given. So look, it's just fucking how it is at the moment. That when the chips are down, they're firmly fucking down, and I can't see us. I just can't see us winning another game this season. To be honest with you, against who? Who are we going to beat? Because West Ham are started to play well. Forest were unlucky at the weekend. Fulham are in a good. We never fucking win at Fulham. We're shit at Fulham. You then got Brighton have now picked up 1 or 2. Do you know what I mean? So where do we? Wolves, they've started to fucking pick up a little bit. They've got more fight. There's no fight in our team, mate.
We are bottom of the form table after the last 12 games.
Yeah, firmly sit 20th, mate.
Well, Simon.
Hey? We're the only team that ain't won something in 2026.
I know. Yeah, we are. Simon, what do you reckon to that? Because you've got to have some sympathy, ain't you, for Tudor? Because my attitude is, whoever comes in, the 10 injuries, what we got, the team that he's having to put out is just not good enough, is it? And I put all this on the board, don't you? But what do you think about the performance anyway? But that's just my attitude. I think he's got Hidington. I think the poor bloke.
I mean, first of all, I say, Dan, I think I agree with literally everything he said there. I think if Lou had come to me first, he pretty much said exactly what I would have said about where we are and what we've been doing. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Look, look, half of our first team squad is injured, so anyone coming in is going to have a problem, and you can see that by when you look at what we put on the pitch and then what was left on the bench, and all that was left on the bench was Solanke, Richarlison. Was there anything else on the bench?
That was it. And the youngsters.
Never heard of.
And so we had 13 first team players available. And so, look, the game, in my mind, that game was a free pass. So it was always a write-off, but I would have liked to have seen some more fight. Some more anything. Admittedly, they kind of hustled and they huffed and puffed, but they didn't really create anything.
It's just not good enough, are they?
I mean, you talk about Dutch people earlier, and both Dutch players pissed me off at the weekend.
Yeah.
Because the number of times that Timber overlapped Saka, and the person who was tracking him was Simmons, and as soon as he got to the final, as soon as he got into our third, he just stopped tracking him, and then he basically left Spence to handle Timber and Saka for most of the game, and it was only Pap Sarr was then coming across and covering for Simmons, who was covering the Timber runs in the first place.
Do you not think that was part of this formation, though, Simon? How he had set them up and where he'd set that, like the 2 10s behind Carlo MUANI? Because I just felt like I know what you're saying, and it used to. And we were sat there, and I was going, "Geez, how many more times does Saka want to have an easy one-on-one and have 5 or 6 seconds with the ball?" But do you not think? I think that was down to formation. I think it was poor formational play by because I don't think we was ever going to be able to stop that.
And then, I mean, so he had an idea of what he wanted to do with this formation, and Mickey clearly had other ideas of what he wanted to do in that formation. And the amount of times I saw Tudor shouting at Mickey, telling him to get up the pitch. And Mickey was just basically ignoring him. And he's had this attitude problem with Frank. And you just wonder, does he just have an attitude problem? His head's already gone and he doesn't give a shit? He has to play because there aren't any other centre-backs.
Yeah,
but
it looks like that.
It feels like his head's gone.
Yeah, it has, 100%. But as Danny alluded to there, when I saw the team, I thought to myself, bloody hell, you do not play 3 at the back against Arsenal unless you've got 3 quality first teamers at the back. He should have gone to.
If Anso was available to drop in, and you had PAULINHA in front of him,
I think you should have just played a back 4 side. Simple as that. Because you were just Arteta must have loved it when he saw that. You just played a back 4, and you cannot leave PAULINHA, who's the Premier League's highest tackler, despite missing games, and put him in a back 3. When he was, I think, pushed into the midfield in the second half at some point, he was well in there.
Yeah, see, I would have played 4-2-3-1. That would have been my favourite. I would have put 2 blockers. I agree with what you're saying. I would have had 2 people in front of that back 4 because I think it would have shored us up. But then you're relying on our defence to be compact and not get drawn out of position. And I think that's been a hell of our problem for the last 3 seasons, is that why all of a sudden do our midfielders, it's the formations that we're getting, those players are getting told to play. They get dragged out all of the time. Do you know what I mean? Our centre of our park, I lost count of how many times even the teams that are not playing this well, do you know what I mean, have played through us. I just don't, I mean, Christ, how many times did Rice in there too, Rice and Zubamendi, receive the ball off their centre halves? They played a 4-2-3-1.
No pressing.
No press. We don't press, mate. That's why I've said this is probably the worst squad that we've had in years. The players are just bang average, mate, and they're getting paid fucking money. I mean, I don't think Gallagher is as bad.
Gallagher's on 200 a week.
I know, but I don't think he's as bad as what he's playing now, mate. I think it's Tottenham, the formation, and the sheer pressure of being asked to play a different type of way from how he's been at Atletico and Chelsea. Because you don't just go shit overnight. And I know Simmons has not covered himself in glory at all on Sunday whatsoever. But every time he got the ball, nobody to pass to.
No, there wasn't, to be fair.
Nobody, and that's the same for every single player. Yeah, even Spence, when he was in his own half, having his back to goal, he had 3 Arsenal players fucking round him. He had nowhere to go, and then he'd lose the ball. And then we'd just like, we'd hoof it. I mean, Vicario, blaming people, shouting at people left, right, and centre. He's as much to blame for fucking as much as what's going on as it is. Beat around the bush about it. Like Simon said, and I've said, it was a free fucking on fucking Sunday just to blow some cobwebs out. He's had fucking 5 days. We were never expected to. Look, we're in a different class at this moment. At this moment in time, we are so far away and so far off that project that Arteta's been having, what, 7, 8 years? Is that how he's been doing it?
Still not impressed with Arsenal, man. I haven't been impressed with anyone.
They're not. No, but I think the standard of the league's gone down this year. But look,
it's just you're gonna have to let that one go, even though it's difficult because it's the North London derby, eh?
It is, yeah, exactly. And it was the thing is, everybody's going on about, oh yeah, he's always, this is the first time, it's the Spursy thing. His first game when he comes in and he loses. You're playing literally the best team in the Premier League at this moment in time, and probably one of the best teams. And it's going to be in the semi-finals, if not the final of the Champions League this year. And I hate saying it. They would feel this. They would be exactly the same if it was us. If the roles were reversed, they would be hating it as well as what we was exactly how we are now. Do you know what I mean? But at this moment, we are miles off them.
It's roles reversal when we beat them 3-0 when they were going through transition. But they seem to come out of their transition while we just keep going on shit.
Who's been there the whole time? Enoch. Yeah. Who has been there? Vinay is supposed to be this big communicator. Seen absolutely fuck all from him. Lang is supposed to be this person he's a young coach finder and this. He's absolutely crap. We've said it before. All 3 of us have said it. If they were at Arsenal and they were at Villa and the other people that have come in from Man City, if they were that good at their jobs, they wouldn't be let go. And where have they ended up? Fucking Spurs. Because what do Spurs always do? Take second best, take the fucking dross, take the average fucking players, and try and we're not even acting like a championship club at this moment in time, and we probably haven't done for a good few years now. We are acting like a small mentality club, thinking we're Tottenham, we're too fucking big to go down. It ain't going to happen. Well, I tell you what,
you could do.
Switch that fucking light on, boys, because it could fucking happen.
I mean, look, this next month is going to be massive. Huge. It's going to be absolutely massive. Even just this weekend, Sunday against Fulham. This is where it all starts. But if you look at our next 6 games, drop Liverpool out of it and just assume that we'll write that one off. You've got Fulham, Palace, Forest, Sunderland, who are in free fall, Brighton.
Yeah.
And you think, fuck, we're gonna doctor Tottenham at Sunderland. They're in free fall, so we'll probably doctor Tottenham that one. But you look at Fulham and Palace both got wins this weekend, so we don't have to doctor Tottenham either of those.
The fuck's that shit just come on the fucking screen?
Yeah, he's gone, don't we?
Fucking boiler.
I've got rid of him.
Yeah, I just think we have got to win against Fulham this weekend.
See, I don't think teams have to play well to beat us. I think they have to press on us.
Well, Danzo and Porro expects Danzo and Porro to be back. Speaking of Tudor, he said after the game,
that's big for me. That is having them two back.
Igor Tudor said after the game, we need more time to be in a physical moment and physical situation that we can now go strong and take the ball. Now we are not in that moment. Even with the ball, a lack of confidence is very evident in this team. So we wanted and prepared to do things, but there is an opponent that is reality today. So I'm very sad and very angry and everything. But in one way, it's also good to understand where is our goal. What is the goal of this club? What is the goal of this team? What is the goal of this coach, the players, the staff, to become serious, not just a group of 20 players. And the medicine is you look in the mirror. Each of us look in the mirror and really start to change the habits. And Van de Ven said, I think Arsenal overall was the better team. The first half, we were still in the game at 1-1. 2 minutes after half-time, they scored to make it 2-1. And after that, it was really difficult. I think maybe sometimes in the press, we could have done a bit better. We pressed them quite high, but Arsenal came out of it a few times. It was difficult to come back quick. Today, they were the better team. They created more than us. Bollocks to him. But I don't know if I'm looking too much into it. With the manager, I'm not going to cuss him or nothing like that. But the fact that you can't get your form, I know he's got, let's call it a reserve team, right? But am I looking into it too much when I say if you cannot get the correct formation against Arsenal, which are worldwide known? Because remember when he first come, I said, I wish him luck, but the only thing that concerns me is that he hasn't done it over here. Do you know what I mean? So am I worrying too much? Thinking, well, if he can't get the formation correct against Arsenal, how's he going to know the other teams like the Fulhams, like the Palaces, the Forest and the Sunderlands?
My concern at the moment is all those 5 teams I just mentioned, all any of them have to do is play a low block, and we haven't got anything up front to break them down.
No. I was surprised that he didn't start Tell the other day, to be honest. I know you don't rate him down, but I just thought you got to just put your attackers on, man. I mean, I thought,
mate, even see, for me, even when he came on, he didn't really look to do anything, and that may be because of feeling, the formation. I just think it's hard for any Spurs player at this moment in time that has the ball, because they're so down in the dumps and they're so fed up about what's going on that it's depressing. And I think that's how that team looks. Do you know what I mean? It's just like they're like, oh, we're going to lose. They're beaten.
Yeah, before they start.
Before they even start. And to make Van der Ven captain, I'd fucking strip it off him. I would take the twat fucking off him and give it to fucking Paulinho and say, right, fucking, because Paulinho does not need to be playing there on Sunday. He needs to be in that centre of that park, having it large with fucking.
He will be. When if Danzo's back, I'll be a lot happier with Danzo and Van der Ven leaving in the middle. Porro, no matter, I know a lot of people, it's like 50-50 in it with Porro. I like Porro. At least he can ping the balls in.
Yeah. Well, his energy, mate, he's infectious.
Yeah,
he wants to win. Do you know what I mean? I know he's been stupid sometimes, but he wants to win things. He shows passion. Do you know what I mean? And he does give 110%, where you just look at the people and they just like, yeah, we don't give a shit.
No, we won't be sold. Not if we go down. No, they won't be able to sell it.
They won't get the value they're after for it.
No. Definitely not.
Just to make matters worse, or really, I'm just trying to put the reality in. Spurs have won 11 league games out of the last 49 since beating Southampton 5-0 at St Mary's in December 2024. The midfield and attack that started against Arsenal have scored a total of 6 league goals between them this season. The defence, supposedly our strongest part of the pitch, has conceded 2 or more goals in every one of the last 7 games. 17 in total in the last 7 games. In a relegation battle, you rely so much on your home matches to get you through. But since beating Aston Villa 4-1 on the 3rd of November 2024, Spurs have won 3 home league matches in 28. So when you see things like that, you just think we're destined to go down, man. I'm proper worried about. Are you genuinely worried, you two, about us going down? Do you think we'll go down? Genuinely, I'm starting to get squeaky bum time, I'll be honest with you now.
Well, at least I won't have to go very far to fucking watch them next year if that's the case, because they'll be playing Lincoln City.
Every cloud day.
Mate, I do.
I'm 50-50 at the moment.
Yeah, I'm 50-50. You
know what? I just think that
it's mental stat, that is.
Something is got to change. Something has to change. We can't go a whole season how we've been now. We can't. Do you know what I mean? The players they've got to have some pride. I would not want to be one of those players that gets fucking relegated. You know what I mean? And I just can't see how they just don't want to do 100%. I just fucking.
Didn't you say 2-1 to Arsenal, Bingo, or was that someone else?
I said 3-1 to Spurs.
I said 2-1.
I think we was all on the crack pipe when we that night, weren't we?
Yeah, fucking hell. I think we were just living a fucking dream there, weren't we? No, I am worried about it. I think podcasts and stuff and that this afternoon and over the last couple of days, and I'm just thinking, fucking hell, West Ham and Wolves, even Burnley have got more fight, and Forest have got more fight. Forest have got players that can damage us. We've seen that when we played at their place and they beat us 3-0, and that was with Frank. So
yeah,
having a lesser squad and other players fucking out, do you know what I mean? That could be. I mean, we're shit at home. The fans are not very. I mean, they were noisy for about 40 minutes.
I'm more looking forward to the away games now. I think it's just. I mean, it was different on Sunday. I mean, fair play to the fans. They was well up for it. The atmosphere is brilliant, wasn't it? They really did try. You know what I mean?
Well, apart from the fans that were taking fucking pictures and videos of the Arsenal fans, fucking.
I couldn't believe, but I think we're better equipped away. I really do. But the question I got to ask you, I'll come to you, Simon. It's a simple question: is do this team or squad have the bottle to stay up in a relegation battle? So, i.e., just say in 2 weeks' time, we drop into the bottom three. Do they have the balls to get out of it? Or once they drop into the bottom three, is that it? We're blancmanged.
I mean, I haven't seen anything that says that in 2 or 3 years.
Nah.
There's nothing that tells me that when it comes down to a straight up dogfight, that these boys have got the heart for that.
It's worrying, isn't it, man? It is proper worrying, man.
So, I mean, you never know. We could fluke a Fulham Palace back-to-back wins, and then all of a sudden everything looks a lot rosier. But we are fully in the mud at the moment. We need people who are going to get down there in the trenches and fight. But I don't know who that is.
Dan's
like PAULINHA, who will fight every day.
Dan's PAULINHA, yeah.
But there's not many in there that really have got that level of fight. So it's worrying. And you look at it, and I mean, we have got a bunch of good defenders, but they aren't playing like good defenders at the moment. No. Then we've got the problem is this
not playing as a team either.
Is insane. And it's just like, I don't know who we turn to. When you look for that leader in the team, I don't know who that is.
There's one leader, and that's PAULINHA.
Yeah. I mean, maybe go away if Danzo's back. You can put a Gallagher and PAULINHA there, as Dan said, 2 in front of the back 4. Just if you're not going to win a game, you've got to not lose it now. It's got to that stage. I know we don't like hearing that, but it's fact of it. We need a point for nothing.
Do you know something that gets me as well is that I've not had a fucking good season, right? Basuma, how the fuck that twat? The only reason that twat is playing in the fucking middle of the park is because we have nobody fucking else. But actually, we do. We could have stuck Archie Gray in there. We could have played a youngster.
I mean,
PAULINHA at right back.
I mean, even Basuma had a yard more than he normally has this weekend, but it still isn't enough.
I do feel very sorry for Archie Gray, to be fair. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, he's had just 2 seasons of just being used as a utility player and put in any old position.
Let me ask you a question here. No one's asked this question yet. And I've looked over all the channels, because when I have an idea that pops into my little brain, I think, I wonder why no one else ain't answered that yet. Right? And I've got a little brain. Why haven't we gone into the... because I looked to see if we are allowed to do this, and we are. So why aren't we, as a club, going in for free agents? I had a quick scout around, whether you like them or not. Look, I mean, good free agents that are available at the minute. Kurt Zuma. I'm just thinking to get us out. I'm just thinking to get us out of the shit.
Really?
I'd rather just get Danso back.
Ajujo. There's a young, decent Peter Oleinka, powerful forward. Carbello, an energetic midfield player. I'm not going to say Sergio Ramos. We'll put a Dalieli out here. Even Lingard, Aaron Ramsey. There's just a few out there. I know they're shit, but surely there's another one on it from Bayern. Juan Bernat, ex-PSG Bayern fullback. Why aren't there at least... All right, you might not like them names that I've just mentioned. I didn't deep too far. But why... Do you see what I'm saying, though? Why aren't you looking as a club? Verketeitman and Lang. Why aren't you at least looking at... You are allowed to bring in players now. So why aren't you looking at that? to just help the team out. I don't understand. Do you? What's no harm in getting? You might have a look into that list. That list could probably be double what I've seen. You might find one there. Surely. You've only got to sign him.
Questions, but then it's like, why doesn't Dane get a few minutes? What? There are players there, Williams, Barnett. Why don't players like this get a few minutes?
I agree with you, but then I think all I can think of is they're thinking, I don't want to put them in this position. But
yeah, why not?
My attitude is if they've come up through the youth, they got Tottenham in there because they've probably been there since bloody 7 or 8. They would try, wouldn't they?
Yeah, of course they will.
They're experienced managers like, I don't want to throw him into this. It'd be unfair. What's that geezer's name? Byfield. I saw a few people yesterday saying, why aren't you not giving him a go?
Yeah, why didn't he play?
Yeah, if
played
you're
in the Champions League.
Yeah, if you're going to play a back three, do you know what I mean? I don't understand it. Where's that gone? Yeah, I've just.
I'll let him off and say that he probably needs a bit more time with the young'uns just to make sure that they're up to it, because he's only been here for a week. The good thing is he's got another entire week to work with the players.
Yeah, I agree with you. But if you want to know about the players, ask Lang. Do you know what I mean? He's just got, what is he ready to go in?
But then would you ask Lang anything?
Would I ask him?
No one else to ask.
I wouldn't ask him fucking anything. The bloke is so fucking poor.
At the end of the day, last weekend was a free hit, and by this weekend's game, he'll have had 2 weeks with the players, and then he can make his own decisions.
Yeah, I do feel sorry for the man. So I was just looking at it here, and we are bottom of the past 12 games Premier League form table. Played 12, 7 points, minus 11. That's worse than Wolves even. Wolves and Palace and Burnley above
difference
there.
is even worse now, isn't it? We were -1, and now we're -4.
Yeah, because I was thinking to myself, our goal difference ain't too bad. It's like another point. But like I said, they're letting 2 goals. One thing I want to ask you about, and it's not blaming it at all on the result the other day, even though it did have a little bit of an effect, is the consistency from the officials about the pushing and all that. It's like, and it wasn't just about the pushing. I don't know if you noticed this. When Spurs equalised, it's just another example. Forget the goal that weren't allowed. When Spurs equalised for the first time, Archie Gray booted the ball away because he was so happy, right? He got a yellow card. Trossard done exactly the same thing. Nothing. I mean, and we can say the push. I'm not. This is just sort of a separate fact away from the Lord London. But I've been looking like today at other decisions, corners, free kicks. I don't want to say corrupt because that's probably a too strong a word. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I would say it.
It's something. It's borderline, though, isn't it, Dan?
The problem is there's no. So my understanding, right, with VAR and everything is, what's the point in having it if you're only relying on the referee to action it? He has to action something before they even look at it. Do you know what I mean? The point is here that is, if you've got VAR, you use it. If they see something off the ball, so VAR didn't look at MUANI'S because the ref immediately gave it as a foul.
Yeah.
Why hasn't he gone, right, I've given it as a foul. Can you just check my decision's right? They're undermining him. He's asking them to check. Has he got it right? That's what it's there for, surely.
But when I saw another referee being asked about it, they said they'll never change their mind over that because you'd always go with the referee's decision. But we've had it happen twice to us. And the Romero one, for example, HAKA, whatever his name is, that was much more of a push.
Yeah.
I do admit, when MUANI did first get the goal, it looked a push. But when you actually see it in slow-mo...
It was a pretty light touch, wasn't it?
He has his hands out.
And he dived, like I said on there, he dived like a salmon. I'm like, I don't understand. There's no consistency at all. At all. And something's got up. Do you remember an old referee years ago called Keith Hackett? In our day, that was. He was coming out today. I've seen him being interviewed today, and he said that something needs to be done about this. He said it's getting out of control. How much will the season ticket cost? Well, they've come out now as a club very kindly and already said we're going to freeze season ticket prices. Well, they better have a major rethink if they go down, Milton.
Milton's right. Trossard came
That's
off
a good point.
as a concussion sub. So how was he allowed to go and play?
I see that, and I forgot to put it on my notes. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know.
It's fickle, in it, really.
Yeah,
it's fickle, in it. When you're up there and your chips are up and you're fucking winning and this, that, and the other, and the media's loving you.
Yeah, I'm not. As I said, I'm not jumping on all this referee business because we lost the game. Obviously, I'm pissed off at the MUANI goal.
I said to you though, Lou, didn't I? I said the media is having a fucking field day. The media is having a massive field day. Look how much Spurs are in the media about absolutely everything now, right?
Yeah.
Teams like West Ham and Forest and Leeds and that are around us don't get hardly any of a mention. The added pressure that the media is putting on Tottenham at this moment in time is absolutely fucking disgusting. Because like I said to you, that's the story for them. That is the story. They go into every press conference, everything. Sky Sports, all of that Talk Sport, all they're talking about is are Tottenham going down? When will Tottenham go down? How are they going to get out of it? Do you know what I mean? It's so negative. And this is what I said before. The club has been so negative for so many years, but now it's ramped up even more because we're in another state how we were last year, finishing 17th, and we're just in the same state again. Different managers, same state.
I mean, there's a few leaks. I don't know if you see him say, Simon. There's been a few leaks from the club today saying that once again we will be raising the ceiling and that. And I'm thinking, so you're coming out of saying we're going to go and invest in players in the ceiling, but it just happens to be at the same time that you've happened to say we're freezing tickets and all this. They do it every single bloody year.
Well, they said they're going to chuck the wage structure out the window.
Yeah, can't see that.
What good's that when you're trying to fucking get out the Championship?
Well, I had a quick look. Yeah, I'll say, Simon, look, I just had a quick look. The biggest hit would be TV money collapse. So it just makes you, because I didn't really look into this right till like now. A Premier League cash is huge. A Premier League club typically earns around £90 million plus per season from TV distributions. The Championship TV deal is only a fraction of that, even with your parachute payments. So Spurs would instantly lose tens of millions per year in broadcasting thing. Commercial and sponsorship damage, this is huge, right? Spurs currently earn very strong commercial income. 255 million plus commercial and other income was from their 2023-24 accounts. But reports suggest that some sponsorship contracts include European qualification bonuses. And I don't know if you heard that as well. One of the sponsors, they're saying it's AII, but I don't think it is, has already pulled out, haven't they?
Yeah, there's loads of them, mate. There's loads of them already pulling the trigger already.
Yeah. I don't think
they're preparing for the worst.
Yeah.
Or they're just looking based on what they're seeing right in front of their eyes right now, and they don't want to be associated with it.
Yeah, what else it says? I don't want to bore everyone with it, you know. I don't want to bore everyone with it. It just says here, realistic overall impact. If Spurs went down, you'd likely see, this is in the first year, 50 to 100 million revenue drop, sponsor uncertainty, star players leaving. If you was to stay for 2 to 3 years, financial tightening, lower wages, reduced transfer power, increased reliance on youth. Fucking hell, it's scary shit. It's scary shit, isn't it? It actually is. Yeah. What's this one? Over the weekend, I watched some good old Golden TV series, mate. Enick are absolutely quaking in their boots. And Daniel Levy's secretly laughing. You know what I mean?
But it's their negligence that's led us to this position.
It has, yeah. I don't know. It's proper nervy times, though. I don't want it to go down to the last game of the season. I really don't. Because I think it's. I think we've got Chelsea.
Is that Villa? Is it Chelsea? Villa?
We've got Chelsea and Everton, but Chelsea are going to be. They'd love to kick us down there.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold on to my confidence, Dan, because I'm like you. I think if we get Danzo back and Porro, it gives us more. You're going to stand more of a chance by being able to put your players in their normal positions.
Yeah. You can't want them back, but you don't want to rush them back.
Yeah. Because you can't blame Tudor, can you, Simon? I mean, whoever comes in, it doesn't matter if it's him or not.
5 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's
I don't blame him. I think he's seen already what he's up against, and he said it in his press conference, low key, that confidence is not there, and the fact is that they're in a bad place at this moment in time.
No, they won't sell. No,
I don't think they can afford to sell because I don't think they'll get what they need from it.
Oh, here he is. Panda's back. Cheer us up, Panda. Aye. Yeah. Cheer us up,
It's boring.
mate.
Been boring for years.
I never thought it'd get this bad. I never did. People say about, well, you went through this. A few of my mates have said, oh, you went through this last season. I said, no. We was never really in danger last season, and we got a cup out of it. How can you go from winning a pretty good cup to this?
Yeah, but that competition.
When's the next Champions League game?
I think.
I'm 2 weeks' time, innit? Middle of March.
We're going to win the Champions League.
We don't need 2 games a week. We could do just not being in that, just having 1 game a week and until the end of the season, and just knock them down one by one. Having the additional, we're not going to win the Champions League. So what's the point of us even being in it? It's just, all it is just more fixtures, more chance for injuries.
Do you think, though, that the players will go out there with no pressure on them at all in the Champions League and a welcome break mentally from the Premier League and probably perform half decent?
I'll tell you what, if they go out and do the business in the Champions League, the next weekend in the Premier League, the fans will be expecting something.
Yeah, and they won't do it. It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because normally you'd say, if Tudor was to say, look, fuck the Champions League, we'll play the others. But you haven't got a choice. It's going to be virtually the same team.
It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters what Spurs do. I just don't think it matters. If Spurs go out the Champions League, they'll still be fucking slated anyway. It doesn't really matter what's going to happen. I think that they've just got to go into every single game thinking, this is a fight. We're in the trenches now. We need to fucking dig in for that 90-odd fucking minutes and just throw fucking everything at it. Because even draws are not good enough. Draws are not good enough for us, mate.
No. We need wins. We need wins. Palace and Fulham.
Yeah.
Danny, let me ask you about your mate. Because we're still like 6'7" about him, aren't we? I'm with the young one, 6'7". I thought he was absolutely atrocious the other day. And I'm starting to think now that Simmons only plays well against average/mediocre teams. The amount of times, I mean, you said it the other day, you admitted it to me, he was pony against Arsenal. He kept running. I know he didn't have any support, but he kept running, giving the ball away time after time again. So, Dan, you've got to convince me. Because
I don't think you can pick.
I'm not picking on him individually.
No. Any one player has been consistently good this season and has shown it every single game. And look, people will slate him. I slate fucking Tell. I don't see what people see in Tell. I think he offers absolutely nothing. But if you're a player and you're running into like, and you've got there's nothing to pass to, and all of a sudden you've got 3 or 4 players around you, what else can you do but lose the ball? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Or hoof it. Yeah. And there's nothing to pass to. Our players just do not support each other. And they just lose the ball so fucking much. It's embarrassing.
I think maybe I'm thinking fairly high transfer fee. Chelsea want him as well, and I'm expecting a bit more because surely the other players are looking at people like that to give them a bit.
Yeah, but mate, I'm not being funny.
No, it shouldn't be like that.
I know, but we've this problem has been going on for fucking ages. So when you sign players like this that are not used to the Premier League and they are backs against the wall straight away, new manager, new this, new that, I think the longer it goes on and the shitter we are and the worse the results get, and then the pressure, the media pressure, the worse these players actually get. They just can't perform. Look, who's to say it will be different if we stay up with next season? And I don't think Pochettino coming back is the fucking be all and end all and saying is he the right man to come in? Because I just don't. I just think while ENIC are here, we don't have anybody that has any consistency to want the football team and the football team to do well. Nobody's willing to back the football team instead of fucking saying, "Oh, we want to get fucking Beyonce in. We want the boxing. We want the go-karts. We want the NFL." Do you know what I mean? We need to focus on the football team. At the end of the day, we're a football club, and they're secondary things that bring money in for us. Do you know what I mean? So the owners have shown absolutely nothing since it's been handed over to fucking the two kids. And I firmly believe that it will carry on going like this, and they're just fucking money grabbers, and that's it. And I just firmly believe that while ENIC is here, we won't achieve anything. The mentality across the fucking club needs to fucking change completely, because at the moment it's all negative. It's all about losing. It's so negative at the moment. And until something comes in and the boardroom has got a grip of, and somebody's got something positive in there, somebody that knows structure and how we can getting our scouting system back up and running and stuff, and not relying on some fucking foreigner that fucking knows fucking dick.
Simon, do you think that because if Pochettino does come back, which is what they're saying, you know that we're all going to have to be at least 6 months of patience again, because we've talked on it last week, didn't we, Dan? That he's not a man that comes in and tries to fix things quick. He takes time to build. So is he the right man to come back, or is it again going to go back to ENIC? It don't really matter.
If they don't invest, it doesn't matter.
No, I don't think it does.
If they don't invest, it doesn't matter who we bring in. It's just going to be the same all over again. We've already tried every type of manager there is, and it doesn't work. You get serial winners. You get the next big thing. You get no matter what it is. Without investment in the actual players, we're screwed. So if they're not going to put the money in, it doesn't matter who they bring in.
Am I the only person, and I'm going to get slated for this, am I the only person in the world, Danny knows what I'm going to say, if we stay up, right, they will change. They will rip up the wage structure. They will invest. Because I will bet you £1. Because I don't know why. I just think this will be such a massive shock that, say we stay up, that is going to be such a massive shock, and they're going to think, fucking hell. Imagine it's really gone down. We have to do something. Even though they're not football people, there must be one important member on that board who's got to go. We cannot go down. We cannot go through this again.
But you've got ex-players, right? Ex-players that do so much in Spurs. There's arguments across the boardroom with ex-players, senior players from years ago that can see what shit's going on at the moment, and even they're fucking fed up and not happy with it. Do you know what I mean?
So
I agree with about what Bat Simmons. He's a flair player, and probably a flair player that plays absolutely outstanding in a team that is in a good team with better players, that has a better manager, better structure. And at the moment, this is what I said to you. He's come into a team that finished 17th last year, and although they won that cup, that was just smoothing over the cracks, mate. Do you know what I mean? It was already fucking there.
10 pence. That's a good one. Daniel like that one, Harry. Harry just said you need to build a team around Simmons. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's not a shit. He's not fucking crap. Do you know what I mean? I think sometimes people just clutch at players, and I probably say the same about fucking Basuma, but I think he's constantly been shit, and he constantly is, and I just don't trust him at all. Do you know what I mean? So,
do you think then when Romero comes back, Simon, it'll be a case of Romero, Danzo, Van der Ven at the back three, Porro and Spence? Because he loves the back three, this man, don't he? 90% of his games have been the back three.
I mean, in that first half against Arsenal, I think our best defender was Radu anyway. He was the one that was on the end of everything. Every ball that came into that area, it was him on the end of it. It was like, every time the ball came through, it was like, why is it always Radu that's on the end of everything? I thought that Mickey was our man and he was on the end of everything. But I think that when Danso's back and Romero's back, we've got a choice of 4 centre-backs there.
Yeah.
So we can comfortably play three at the back, any three of that four, whether it's Radu, whether it's Kevin, whichever. So yeah,
I don't know how long Udogi's out, because I think if we've got those three centre backs back, you need Udogi as a wing back, don't you? And Polo. I don't know how long he's out for though. Udogi, he's made of glass, isn't he? I think that's a good comment. He sort of half believes what I want, but maybe not for the same reason. Well, let's hope. Whatever the reason, Kev, you know what I mean? Coming back to Dragons, Simon, I think I'm being a bit biased here, Chavi, because I'm old school like yourselves, and I can't take a geezer seriously with a Barney like that. And if I was the manager, I would cut it off.
Yeah, I mean, Barnett aside, I think he was our best defender.
Hey?
I mean, Barnett aside, he was our best defender at the weekend.
Yeah, he was. Apart from that bit that really wound me up about the Van der Ven and Dragosin, when they just let him, Gorkarez of all people, to have that time is absolutely criminal. Because centre half me, I'm jumping in the way. I am flying in the way of that. And if he makes me look like a cock by turning and leaving me on my arse, so be it. Do you know what I mean? But you've got to. He's going to shoot anything there.
And you know that once he's put under pressure, he's probably putting it in Rosette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a weldy. Pressure, he ain't getting it.
I can't look at I cannot imagine us. I'm sorry, Bingo. I can't put my head for it. I can't go down.
I'm not even putting myself in the position.
No, I don't want to think about it.
I think if we lose to Fulham at the weekend, we have to start being realistic about what's going on.
How many games has Romero got left? Has he got another 2? Is it 2?
Well, he's bound for 4.
Yeah, I think it's 2. I think it's 2 more games.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about Milton, but I do think that Romero and we don't know, dear. They might have a meeting with the so-called leadership group and go, "Look, we want you to stay." I mean, Real Madrid is
Danso is back, and he's insisting on playing 3 at the back. And you've got Danso, Radu, and Mickey at the back. And then you can, if Porro's back, you can then play Porro and Spence as your wing backs.
Yeah.
And then
I wouldn't even play fucking Spence. I'd give that Sousa a crack.
Yeah, well,
he's been on the bench.
Do you know what? Since Spence has been in the England setup, he's been absolute fucking horseshit. It's gone straight to his head.
2 games left here, Milton. I like Spence as a fullback. There's not many people beating me. I felt sorry for him the other day. You can't beat someone like we said, only overlap business. Yeah, he can come. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, that'd be good.
Look, we've got a massive 5 days coming up. Because it's Sunday Fulham, Thursday Palace, and that I think that 5 days will tell us where we are.
So
Yeah.
Liverpool soon.
Yeah, we have got Liverpool soon. Yeah. We're just so lucky.
That's the next game after Palace. I mean, look, you write off the Liverpool game, and you've got Fulham and Palace, and they're just there within touching distance above us. You got the Liverpool game. They're about as Jekyll and Hyde as us, but just slightly.
Yeah, but like you said, though, Simon, yourself,
and then you got Forest and Sunderland,
Fulham and Palace, and them sort of teams. They're more fighters than us, aren't they?
Well, look, you've got Fulham and Palace just above us. Then you got Liverpool, and then you've got a must-win game because we've got Forest.
Right, predictions.
Losing to Forest really puts us in the mud.
You haven't sent me your address yet, Dan.
I know, because fucking.
You want a mug? You don't want it.
I don't want it, mate. We didn't win,
You
did
don't want
we?
it. You don't want it.
We didn't win. I'll send him my address, mate.
You
I'll
don't
send it
want
straight
your
up.
man. Oh. What do you do? Is it prediction time?
It's because I want it.
We're on our decent side, mate, and like Dan said, we don't have a good record going there. We have a good record going there, mate.
I mean, Fulham look good against Sunderland, but at the moment, everyone looks good against Sunderland. Sunderland
Did they beat
having a
Sunderland?
stinker.
Sunderland are pretty good at home normally.
Yeah, their last 3 games, they've been getting tanked by everybody.
Figures have had a good year, haven't they?
Dr. Tottenham's coming. Don't you worry, Sunderland. We'll give you.
Right, hang on, let me get me a thing here, and well, where's that gone? I've got me a
2-1 Spurs.
right. So Milton went 2-1 Spurs against Arsenal. Danny 1-0 Spurs. John v2. Louis 2-1. Harry 3-1. Bingo 2-1. Absolute shower of shit, you lot are. So, Harry, as we're in your office, Fulham away.
I reckon we'll win, actually.
Go on, Harry. Go on, Chappy.
I reckon it'll be know. 2-1 Tottenham.
Harry's gone for 2-1 Tottenham. Dan?
That's what I just said.
Oh, did you? 2-1 Tottenham. That's fair enough. Got plenty of mugs if there's a load of people do the same.
I'm trying to double up and save you.
Go on, Simon.
Well, now I'm going to have to pick a different score because it looks like I'm just copying Dan every week. So let me think of something else.
Milton's going for...
mate.
I'm going to go...
Milton!
Where did Milton say?
He put 3-1 on bloody Fulham.
I'm going to go 1-0 Spurs.
Yeah,
the worst game you've ever seen in your life.
Who cares?
And we jam one off of Simmons' backside in the 90th minute.
Kev's gone 2-1. Yay! Hey, I put Kev on there, boy.
2-1 was my score, but we've already had 2-1 suggestions, so I'm going to have to go with something else. So 1-0.
He's gone 1-2. So I'm going to go, because there are a few on there that I'd go for. I'm going to go for, and this is going to be
Super 6 this week. I'm not backing us. I'm backing us to lose.
I'm going to go 2-0. 2-0.
The only reason I'm putting us to win is because I can't bear the thought of anything else happening. But it's very likely, isn't it?
I just think with Danzo back and Porro, they are two good players. And like you said about, we all agree that Paulinha should be captain. We all agree that Paulinha is a fighter. I think Danzo is as well. He reminds me of like an old school centre half, and I don't give a shit about.
He got injured at the wrong fucking time.
And at the moment, we're better away. So I would say that this is our chance to bag a result, and then when we come home against Palace
and lose,
we've got something to try and build on.
Well, that's one I've not heard of before. Fulham 3, Spurs 0.5.
Okay, we've not had that much XG this fucking year, have we?
Oh, that's another one I forgot to mention. That was it. Richarlison with that clever little flickle. It was on the goal line. When that happened, I thought that's it. Oh, this is what annoys me because we basically had a shit team out, and we didn't play well because they're not good enough. Simple as that. We still could have got something out of that game, but you've come out losing 4-1. It's just mental, isn't it? Absolutely mental. Who's you going to play up top though? Who would you play up top then for that game?
Dominic Solanke straight up there, and I'm playing 4-2-3-1.
Balls out and play Solanke and MUANI'S.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was just about to say the question was, do you think at this moment in time that Spurs are better with two up top? Because I was going to say it, Simon. I would have played MUANI'S and Solanke up front together. I think we've just got to, man. We've got to, haven't we? We have to win, like you said.
I think that if we play like a 5-3-2 and play both of them.
So I'll tell him the fact about, I don't think Simon knows. I don't know if we told that.
And then, so my 5-3, so I'd have 5-3-2. I'd have Danso, Radu and Mickey all playing. I'd have Porro on the right, Sousa on the left. Paulinha just in front of them, and Sar, with Simmons being creative, and
I like Sar.
Both of them up top, Solanke and MUANI'S. There you go. That's my team.
I don't like Sar. I just don't.
What fact was you going to say?
On my fact, yeah, I was going to tell Simon. I don't know. Let me ask the question on here first. I might have told Daniel.
Well, if you don't play Sar, you play Basuma. So Sar it is.
I thought I'd have played Gallagher there.
Gallagher.
Yeah. Do you want to know a fact? Let's have a bit of light entertainment, right? Do you look, Dan? Don't answer it if you know. If I've already told you, but do you know a fact? Harry told me this fact, and I thought he's pulling my pisser as usual because I don't know where he gets his wind ups from. Do you know a strange fact about Jed Spence?
Oh yeah.
I might have told Dan. I don't know. Have I told you, Dan?
I think yeah.
Are you gonna say the 6 toes thing?
Yeah, 6 toes, man. But does anyone know? Does anyone know if he's got 6 toes on both feet? Because we don't.
I don't think he has an either foot. I think it was a wind up.
No, it wasn't because I see him being interviewed. Because when he told me, I thought because me and Harry wind each other up. We're really bad, man. And I watched him being interviewed, and he went, "Do you want me to show you?" And the geezer goes, "No, I don't want to show it. He has got 6 toes." Yeah.
Unless he was just calling his bluff.
Nah.
Look into it, Harry. Let's get on it,
Yeah,
Charlie.
I'll get him.
Yeah. He has 6 testicles. Well, he's playing like he's got 6 testicles. 6 toes. He's
Right.
Right.
I need to.
Lovely to have you on. We've kept it short and sweet. We're not too down about it.
Wait there, let me try.
6, 7 toes. Yeah, he's just going. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
He's the son of.
Once I do it, I'm stuck on the internet forever.
I can't stop doing it, Simon. I can't stop doing it. Simon, if I said to you, there's a nice pair of, you know, you'd do it then, wouldn't you? Here you go. Is that?
He has got. He says jokingly plain, but it's true.
Yes, he has got 6 toes on both feet. There you go. Here heard first, Spurs fans.
Need a photograph. Otherwise, I'm not.
That's why he falls over a lot.
He's got 6 toes. Easy, you know. He's got 6 toes. Oh, we've got to cheer ourselves up on him, haven't we, eh? Hey? Is that it then, lads? Is that it? Oh, roll on Sunday.
This team will be the death of us.
There you go. He said he's Satan. 6 toes on both feet. He's Satan. Fuck yeah. We got to decide what we're going to do yet. Dan, I had to go out the other day because due to my fucking no Wi-Fi scenario, I had to take Harry to the old public house.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Then I got told off when I got back for getting Harry pissed.
And I got told off because I didn't eat my dinner.
So it looks like we're visiting the public house again. And we found a place, I won't say name place, we found a place that is Tottenham mad. And I bumped into a...
Where is it? What is it?
It's in Studham. You know, the village of Studham. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
No,
Sleepy Hollows.
I can mix in any sort of environment, Dan. It must be with schizophrenia.
Were you doing a job there?
No, someone just mentioned it to me, and I'll mention it on it. The Red Lion in Studham, lovely place, lovely people. Spurs nut the old boys there. He's got his own little back room. Spurs everywhere. He's got signed shirts a lot. Bumped into the ex-kit man who told me to buy his book, and I have ordered it off Amazon.
It's here, isn't it?
No, I thought it was here, so it should be here tomorrow, and I will. Get me her teeth into that. But yeah, it's a lovely place because I don't usually like going to boozers with a football, especially if Harry, because he'd probably get me into a fight. But it was all right, wasn't it, Harry? It was all right, yeah. But unfortunately, without the old weave, we've just got to go there.
Oh, mate.
Right. When are you down next?
Chaps.
Danny, thank you for coming on, sir. I'll have a chat with you soon. Everyone, shalom. Thanks for coming on. Please like and subscribe. Up the yids. Up the yids.